What's up, everybody? This is Adam with Adrenaline Cycle coming at you with a video today talking about a 2024 Defender Limited we have here. As you can see right off, we definitely put some new wheels and tires on this thing, as well as tinted the windows here. We have a local shop that does that for us, and tinting the windows on these things does two things. Obviously, you can see it increases the looks of it really well, and then the next thing it does is it helps keep the temperatures cooler in the summer, and the air conditioner doesn't have to work as hard, so it'll be more cooler and more comfortable on the inside. But back to the stance this thing's got, how we got it here. We'll talk about the tires because that's the first thing you see. They're Carnivores and 35-10-15s. Same tire all the way around. Same MSA wheel all the way around. We went with the blackened machine, just to give it a little more, contrast from just the all black that you see on the unit. Just a little bit, and to kindly tie in the springs that's underneath this as well, because part of the suspension kit we got here come from Highlifter, and it brings, springs with that, as well as upper and lower A-arms, front and back. You'll get all new axles because we made it wider. You will get tie rod to lengthen out the steering, to where it works properly when you're going down the trail and everything lines up and works as it should. Really good kit. We've done them in the past. We really like them compared to some of the others out there. The way the shocks are set up on these, they're just OE shocks with a Highlifter spring on there. That spring really helps the ride. I'm assuming they've done a lot of research in the geometry on these, and with the stock shock, with the new spring and the angles they have them set at, really does improve the quality of the ride on these things. I mean, it's really good. And I've ridden this buggy a couple times. I've ridden some. We built some machines with the Thumper Fab ones that come with like the Zebro shocks on them as well, and things like that. And that kit runs about around $9,000. And the biggest thing I think you get on that kit is the shocks from Zebros, which Thumper don't even make. And then you also get Turner axles. And really, at the end of the day, those wind up being a headache if you do have an issue with Turner axles. Just dealing with them in the past has not been really easy to do. With the Highlifter kits, all these are Highlifter axles, Highlifter part numbers. They're the DHT series of axles they have. We've run them in the past, had really good luck with them. And I mean, they're just, significantly beefier than the OE ones. So, and this kit runs, I think, $5,200. That's no labor installed or anything like that. It's just the kit itself. And one thing I do like that it comes with, I'll show how these brake lines are held. Highlifter was the first that I've seen use this, and they're just nice, injection molded clamps that just pop up over the A-arm and then hold the brake line in place. Super nice. Works really good. You don't have to just zip tie it on there, which I think is tacky for the amount of money people spend on things. For Highlifter to provide that with the kit's really nice. Another thing you'll get with the kit is bushings. As you can see here, Josh, you can zoom in, you'll see there are different color bushings in them. As you can see they're not OE bushings. They come with their own bushings in there, and as you can see, they're different colors, so they're definitely going to be more durable over time. We've installed a couple of these kits and haven't had any issues or any trouble with them at all. A few other things we can talk about on this machine is obviously the ground clearance you gain by using a kit like this. And on a four-seater, it's really important. That way you don't wind up dragging in the middle when you're going over water breaks and just big ditches or anything like that. That works out really well. And then also on this model, this is a Lone Star, and it comes with the audio top. So it's super nice. And that to me is a great feature to have, because you got to have some kind of radio in these things, guys. And the BRP just gives you the top of the line here with this JL audio system. You know, plenty of speakers in here for the front and back, and they do light up and do all the color stuff. I'm sure the remote's in the glove box. But some more things and features on these models that you might not know is you got power windows up front, which is really, really nice. These do have heat and AC because it is a limited model. And with that heat and AC, you get, you know, just the most comfort out of your ride that you can get. With the heat and AC, you got this nice control box. You can just click the button on there, and then you can sort through what you want, heat, low, you know, and that tells you the temperature that you want to set at. You can adjust it up or down, which is really nice. If it's a nice day out and you don't need it, you can just turn it off. And then, you know, if you want, this model has the flip out windshield, so you can come out just a little bit, or you can flip it all the way out and use it that way. So it's got a ton of options that you can use. It's got the defrost vents up top here that you can control with the flapper valve there. If you don't want the heat going up there and you want it to come back more in the cab, you can do that. Really nice cup holder. We like this. It's not on anything but the Limited just because of how the heat and everything comes out down there. So you get that cup holder, which is really, really nice. These do come now with a Smart-Lok diff, as you can see here. So you got just normal four-wheel drive, and then you got Smart-Lok. You can go out, back to normal four-wheel drive, limited slip, then back to two-wheel drive. And this is a nice feature. This rear diff lock lets you lock it in or unlock it so you don't tear up your yard, or if you're in a pasture or you're somewhere where you don't want to have both rear wheels locked in and scooting and tearing gravel up or grass. If you just, you know, worked on your yard and got it, you know, smoothed out really good, and you don't want it tearing up, you know, the dirt or anything, that's a good feature to have as well. Some other things you'll get with the Limited is the wiper that works here. It also has a button that will spray, you know, cleaner and let you wipe the windshield, you know, off with the wiper that away. It's got some more auxiliary switch posts up here, like if you want to put like a light bar up here down low, so you got extra spots there. It comes with the rear view mirror, all that. We got a power switch up there. You got a 12-volt switch down here, which is good to have, like if you need to pump a tire up or anything like that. That'll do that as well. Up here we should have a USB port, and we do. A lot of people don't know about this one, guys. Like I said in the past, you got this USB port that's hid down here underneath the lid, so nobody thinks to look for that. But this is where I always put my phone and keys, because honestly, I can charge my phone in here and it be Bluetooth and do all that. My wallet be in there, my keys. And when it's down, like I said, nobody even thinks it's anything to get into. I mean, you really don't know. You have to have a Defender to know. And then we got over here, we got another little nice pocket to put things in, storage, you know, TP or wipes is a good spot. And then you got your park brake here, which is, you know, a really nice feature to have. So when you push down, it just latches over. Well, I ain't got enough strength to push. There we go. So now we got it locked down. And to take back off, you'll just push back on it and it'll release itself and go back to working fine. That's a good thing to have. I do like that. It kindly sometimes gets not thought about because it's kindly out of sight, out of mind. It doesn't, you know, it's not in the way. It's not real intrusive or anything like that. So, but that's good to have, especially if you're parking on the hill, or you do have a big trailer on the back when you're working around farm. It's got some weight on it, maybe a round bale or manure or just a bunch of fencing material. You know, that's a good thing to have, especially if you're on any type of hill, and just really just use it anytime you got, you know, you get out of the buggy, just to help save, you know, from the big clank going into gear and things like that. Two-tone interior, really nice. You get some added storage underneath the seat here. It's really nice to have that. The center pulls up. Biggest thing I like about this, guys, it does it front and back, is, you know, if you got a dog, especially like a German Shepherd or a bigger type dog, this is up out of the way. This can be moved to the back seats, and then your dog can just sit here on the floor and not be up in your seats, you know, clawing and tearing and getting fur all over that stuff. So really nice setup. Probably the best way I've seen for your dog to ride around with you and really not, you know, do any damage to your machine as far as nails, hair, fur, anything like that. We'll go back around to the front, talk about it a little bit, and then we'll finish up at the back of the machine. Also, being, you know, the Defender, anything XT and up, you'll get a front bumper with the mounting plate here where you can put, you know, some lights or, you know, cubes, a 10-inch, 12-inch light. And then down below it, we have a 4,500 pound steel cable winch from Can-Am. You know, it comes on these units just like a XT and up. 4,500 pounds is probably the minimum I would put on one of these. We typically have been going 5,000 pounds winches, and we've done that for a long time, guys, since they've actually made it, probably 5 years ago. But 4,500 pounds, the minimum I would put on any side-by-side. I don't care what you got. I don't care if you got the lightest side-by-side out there that weighs 1,000 pounds. Put a big winch on it, because when that whole thing's dragging on the ground and not wanting to roll because, you know, it's just stuck in soupy mud, you need that extra strength, and you don't want to be maxed out because you bought, oh, my machine's 1,000 pound, I'll buy a 2,500 pound winch. Ain't gonna cut it. But that's here on the front. Like I said, the headlights are okay on these. You do get the signature lights on this model, being a limited, but I always like to run a set of cubes here, some Baja Designs, sport pods work really, really well. And then I just integrate it into one of the spots I showed you guys for, you know, switching. That's it on the front. Let's go around to the back, guys, and we'll talk about it. All right, guys, we're here at the back of the machine. Again, one of the biggest things I do like about the bed on the Defender is with this tailgate down, I go to the feed store and I get a pallet of feed. I get back home, I'll take the tractor and put that feed over into here, and I can just drag it back down, set it here, cut it open, and it'll drain right in the pail in the field, and I don't have to pack individual bags. I'll just leave it on the pallet in the Defender, just go out as I need to and do it that way. Another thing you'll see is just the regular size car receiver hitch in the back, the 2-inch, really, really nice. It comes on all the Defenders. Basically all, you know, Can-Ams that have a hitch will be the Commander, the Defender, the Maverick Sport. They'll all have that 2-inch standard vehicle receiver hitch. High clearance Highlifter arms on the back to get the width on out. You can see there, and they do have silver springs. Those are Highlafters as well. And then you got the nice clips there holding the brake line up out of the way, away from everything. Let's pop the bed up, guys, and we'll talk a little bit about that. Underneath here, you'll see we got the air conditioner compressor. We got windshield washer fluid tank. And then you got your radiator overflow tank here. Air box, you know, up plenty high enough out of water's way. Fuel tank over here. Just everything's easy to get in here to, you know, clean it off. If you need to check oils and things like that, you can get to it here really easy. And just easy to wash. Get in here with your power washer, get all this stuff cleaned off, looking really, really good. All metal, holding this bed down. We don't have any chinky plastic pieces or anything to give you any problem. I mean, this is metal rod, metal latches all the way across. I mean, it does this job when it's down. I mean, it ain't coming back up. It's doing its job. It's going to stay latched down and not give you any trouble and years and years of use. That's about it on this model, guys. We got a few more builds coming. I think we're doing another Defender limited. Different color. We're going to go a different route with it to get some big tires on it. We're thinking we're going to use portals with a bigger tire than the 35. So that video will be coming soon, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one, and stay tuned for some other videos that we'll have dropping shortly, and hopefully some of these videos give you guys some ideas or answers any questions you might have. As always, guys, ride safe while you're out there, and if you have any questions or comments, post them down below. No factory OEM belt. This belt with XRC or XMR. We'll start here at the front. This is a bumper we have made. Style hose, the part number we give you. We'll get this done.